Hello, welcome back to part 2. Now, we're going to be talking about the Heralds journals, and as you can tell, I am busy heating a training dummy, because I figured I'm filming a video. Why not at least get some XP out of it? You know what I mean, Yeah. So, let's get on into it. After you finish book 1 and start talking with Creo, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to accept a quest from him called Timed Quest, How Quick Can You Fish? You're given 10 minutes to grab 2 blue-grade fish, either 2 eels or just blue-grade fish in general. If you can grab them in 10 minutes and talk to him before the time limit is up, then you will complete the quest and you'll need to accept it inside of the adventurer's log. Only issue is that it can take a long period of time because the odds of getting 2 bluefish in this time period is very slim. In fact, it took me roughly 45 minutes of fishing, and it will probably take you about that long as well, based off the odds. Now, the next section is quite simple. You cannot do it on a tagged character though, because you're going to start bartering at one of the trade managers with some of the fish that you got, or some other items that you may have that can be traded, and you cannot trade on a tagged character. Since we are in Velia, we can just run to the nearest trade manager, which is in Velia, over by Fugar, and the Stable Keeper, Jatina, any of them up there, and you will see it in just a moment. While talking to the trade manager, you're going to click the barter button, which is down in the bottom corner of his trade section. You're going to need to successfully do it, and once you successfully barter, you need to run all the way back to the giver of the quest, Creo, and talk to him. Then you're on to the next part, which in my opinion is the hardest part of this entire quest line, mainly because it requires very specific time intervals and you to know what is going on. Basically, what needs to happen here is you are trying to get on over to Ilia Island. You're not allowed to use a boat to do this, and even if you were, I am doubtful you'd be able to make it within 6 minutes. You have 6 minutes to make it to this island, and you have to make it via the Griffin Crate over at the top of the hill in Velia by the entrance. Only there's one small issue.
The deadlines were tight. Too tight.
Yes, the biggest issue with all this is that they only come at very specific times, and it is hard to tell when that is. It took me countless attempts to do this, and every single time I failed to complete this part of the vlog, this page, I would have to sail all the way back from Ilia Island to Velia and try again. Ultimately, I decided to figure out the times in which it would arrive, how long it would stay, how long between each griffin, and how long it would take for me to get from the NPC all the way to the griffin. These were the times that I found. It took 4 minutes and 20 seconds from one griffin to leave till the next one arrived. It took 3 minutes and 30 seconds from when a griffin arrived to when a griffin took off, and it took roughly 50 seconds to get from the NPC to the griffin based off of just running. Therefore, after 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the griffin arriving, you want to accept the quest from the NPC and run on over to the griffin. Yes, I am a nerd, I know. Now, I know it's a bit late to say this, but I also later found out that there is another way to get to this island in the designated time limit. People are saying you can use a cog. I tried it, it took me about 7 minutes to get there. Maybe I'm just bad. So you can use a cog, but overall, the number one way to get there is if you have the island unlocked, you can use a traveler's map to get there. I at the time did not have the island unlocked, so I could not do this, which is why I did this very, very obscene thing that took me overall 3 hours to do it right. I give you the time, so it won't take you that long, but I still would recommend using the traveler's map if you have the island unlocked, or using a cog ship if you really want to. So once you hop on the Griffin, it will take you across the ocean over to Ilia Island, where you will then need to hop off, run on over to the chief of the village, where you will finish up the quest, and do not worry, you do not have to run back. It would be ridiculous if you did. Once you talk to them, you are given one last quest in Book 2. Now, the thing is, I am going to cover the first part of Book 3 because that is the reward many of you are after, because beyond the first part of Chapter 3, the only rewards it gives you is 20 stamina total for every piece beyond this, which you can do, but I personally haven't, and a lot of you I know are not too interested in. You're just interested in that 1 DP you get from the first part of Chapter 3. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a boat over from Ilia, and I would recommend an Euphoria Cog, and you're going to want to bring it all the way over to the NPC, Kunga, which is the Schultz Guardian Decorated Veteran. That is his title. Now, you won't be able to bring the boat to him, but you're going to want to park it right under him. You're going to want to climb to the top of the mountain and accept the timed quest from him, then hop down into the boat, where you'll then cross on over into the desert region. Over there, there's this little cave pathway, and I will show you a little map for this as well, where in this cave pathway, you'll be finding a little icon to talk to that allows you to finish the quest. This completes Chapter 2. And finally, we're going to be talking about the last part. You're going to want to complete the 1 DP bonus you get from the first part of Chapter 3. You're going to want to hop on your horse and run all the way over to the NPC called Rafa. They're the node manager of the Gaha's bandits. Once you talk to this NPC, you'll be given a timed quest to kill 250 of these bandits and talk to them again within 5 minutes. Once you complete this, you'll be finally given the 1 DP bonus that you have been searching for. And that will complete all of what you're going to want to do. Now, once again, you can complete the rest of Chapter 3. Chapter 4 doesn't even give rewards though, so I would not recommend doing it. And I wish you all a nice, happy time completing all this. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with others, do anything you want to do. And I will see you all in the next one.